Hey, it's Astro D, making learning astrology real simple and easy, but relationships and synastry, that's my specialty. Thank you so much for joining me in my Sun Through Houses series. Okay, in this video, I'm going to be talking about the sun in the fifth house. Somebody that's just lighting up your romantic life. I really like this one. This is actually one of my favorite house overlays. So if you like this video, make sure you like, share, and subscribe to my page, or you follow me at AstroDeeStars on Instagram. Right? So we're learning about when planets are imposing into another person's house. Basically, you're going to look at your planet setup. Where is your sun? Okay, let's say your sun is in Pisces. You're going to look to where Pisces is in this other person's chart and make it work. Figure it out. Understand where Pisces is. And let's say Pisces is in their fifth house. Your sun has now gone to their fifth house. So hopefully by the end of this video, you'll really understand how to work the house imposing, and you'll understand how fifth house works, right? And understand how to do this yourself eventually. You know, and if you want to get it interpreted, I always, like I said, relationships and synastry, that's my specialty. You know, hit me up and I can give you a reading and we could book that and we could really look at, you know, you and your partner's relationship dynamics, or we can look at your natal chart. So when the sun is in the fifth house, it's the sun. This is what makes us special. Where is our ego at? Where is our pride levels? Okay, are we over proud? Are you one of those people that just like will throw the baby out with the bathwater because you got a conflicted sun and you always got something to prove to like nobody but everybody at the same time? You know, do you have a good conditioned sun where you're really proud of yourself, where you're very confident in yourself, and you have strength in your knowing and ability to do what you need to do? Right? That's a good sun. Negative sun is very insecure. Negative sun is dealing with confidence issues. They're dealing with daddy issues, right? This is where this person may be a bully because they got bullied. That's what Saturn's involved. But, you know, they might be dealing with some issues. So depending on the condition of the person's sun and the condition of how that sun affects your chart will always let you know how this is going to play out, how it's really going to be. All right, is this going to be conflict? What's the problem, right? So when you got somebody's sun in your fifth house, the fifth house is the house of romance. Our creative energies, what can we create, whether that be children, creative works of art, music? What do you create in this lifetime? How do you have a good time? It's a house of joy. It's a house of fun, good times, games to play. Right? Hobbies, sports activities also are coming from the fifth house. What are you doing as far as recreation? Where are you enjoying your life here? Right? And also your kids. This is where children are born. And you know, what's the reputation of children? They laugh, they're fun. You know, they want to have a good time. They want to be a kid. Wonderment, creative world, all that stuff is the fifth house. So now you're dealing with when someone's sun comes into that house, right? You both are going to feel those fifth house energies. It's not just going to be one-sided, depending on, you know, you need other things going on to kind of activate it even bigger. But for the most part, you just really want to understand what the condition is of your sun and what the condition is of their fifth house here. Where are the dispositors of their fifth house? What else rules their fifth house? You know, or is there another planet there? Because if there's another planet there, now we're talking aspects. That's a whole nother video series I'm doing. But for now, you know, where is the energy flowing romantically with you and a person? Sometimes when the sun is in the fifth house, excuse me, when the sun is in the fifth house, you have a great time with this person. This person is fun. They like to do the same things that you do. You're proud of having a good time with this person. They make you proud of your offspring. Very proud of your children. You know, they bring you to like, yeah, I got some great kids. You know, my Johnny, he's going to the 11th grade and he is just doing so good. That's where, you know, the sun person will come in there. The sun person will also make you feel proud about your hobbies and your talents. What do you know how to do? That sun person will come in, oh my God, you're a painter. You do this. This is amazing. This is so wonderful. That's what that sun in the fifth house person will do. That sun in the fifth house, the sun person, will come into your fifth house and make you want to be creative. If you were never creative, right? All of a sudden, they're going to shine a light. Wherever the sun is, it shines a light on it. So you might notice that you're not a creative person when you're dealing with someone whose sun comes into your fifth house. You might find like, oh my God, I don't have any skills. And then some person's like, don't worry about it. No problem. Let's go to sip and paint. Let's go rock climbing. Let's go to the gym and take this boxing class because it's fun and it's good time. So this is a good time between two people. This is a good rapport. You want someone's sun in your fifth house. You want someone's planets in your fifth house and positively aspected there. So this is about what's a good time. Now this could also be this person will have something to say regarding your children. This person will come in and they may naturally assume the parent role easily. So if you're dating someone and you got kids, they may be quick to be like, sit down, Johnny. And you're like, oh shit. And Johnny sits down and you're like, did he just tell my kids what to do and they did it? That's sun in the fifth house, and you're going to like it because it's in your fifth house. So, what comes into your fifth house brings you joy. It brings you happiness. So when this person is strutting and exuding their individuality, you will be enlightened, either creatively enlightened or romantically enlightened. So they may turn you on when they're being super confident, when they know when they go into a store what they want and they pick it out and they say, I want that, and I want this. And you're like, oh my God, you just know what you want. You're just so confident. That's the sun in the fifth house, right? This is where, somebody coming in, well, really the sun person Now talking on the angle of the sun, if your sun going into somebody's fifth house, you want to have fun with them. You, as the sun person, take pride in trying to pursue them romantically in some cases. Sometimes you kind of just want to win. This is a pursuit of I got you in your mind now. You know what I mean? It's just that would be fun dating this person. You'll be very happy about dating them because the sun is also our happiness as well. The fifth house is about our joy and happiness. So this is a person that brings joy to you. You can actually have a really good time. And also this is a person to get creative with. If you have someone's sun in your second house, paint together. I keep talking about paint, but do all kinds of other little hobbies, fun things together, and you guys will really enjoy it and have an affinity towards each other doing it, a cooperation here, because the sun is happy in the fifth house, period. All right. The sun rules Leo, which is the fifth house. All right. So the sun is in a really comfortable place. So this is generally a really positive aspect here. When the sun hits there. Now, if the sun is afflicted, the first thing that comes to my mind with an afflicted sun in someone's fifth house is that person may not have as much confidence when it comes to pursuing them romantically. They may feel like, should I do it? I don't know if I can do it. I don't know. Or that person, going into the fifth house person might have issues dealing with them in a romantic level confidently. All of a sudden, they usually are a smooth operator, a Mac hitting it. Last name is Mac. They're usually able to Mac and get it, you know what I mean? But this time, this person with their sun in their fifth house and a negatively aspected sun, they may not have as much confidence coming to you, or vice versa. Coming from the sun person. This is where our insecurities come up when the sun is afflicted. This is where another person can impose their insecurities on you depending on that house. And for this is that fifth house. So now this is the person that could come into your house and, make you feel some kind of way about how you could be disciplining your children or how you're putting your children up there or not. Like, yo, man, why you ain't got no pictures of little Johnny around in your house? Like, what do you mean? I don't need pictures of him. I love my son. But you don't care about your son. You don't have no pride in your son. You don't want to show off your children. That some person's going to want to show them off. That some person's going to want to take your creative, whatever you created, and show them off to everybody because they're proud of that. A positively aspected sun is very proud of the things that you produce, whether it be the children or your work or your creative works. The sun, the fifth house is also the house of the entertainment industry, politics here, right? So, this person will want to do those things with you. They want to go to a movie. They want to be in a movie with you. They They might want to act in the movie together. You guys could probably do a lot of creative pursuits together. So this is nice. I think it's real nice. You have fun. You add fun to the romance here. It doesn't have to be, this is a pretty, we're getting there in the deeper houses, but this is an important house. It's a very important, they're all important houses, of course. But this house, as far as, love and romance and all that stuff, you want to have planets there. You want to have planets mingling inside the house of fun, and smelling good and feeling good, right? Sports activities. Sports activities could turn into, I win, I'm the winner. The sun person is going to lead that, or lack thereof, or have not confidence. So the sun person, man, I could beat you. I beat you at this game. I win. And it's just an ego competition that could come back and forth between, and also with children, who's running the house. Who's telling the children what to do? That sun person, that stuff might get on your nerves, because if you just told little Johnny he couldn't have no Cheerios, and then this sun in the fifth house person comes and automatically walks into the house and assume they could tell Johnny that he could eat Cheerios, then we got a problem here. Okay, this is an ego. Now we hitting edges now. All right, I'm the parent up in here. No, I'm the parent. I'm coming here. If I'm going to be your boo or whatever, we should have, mutual respect. So this is the ego clashes here when it comes to, the rules of the children and how things go. And so on and so forth. But, like I said, in general, I think it's a very good aspect. Even when negatively aspected, I still kind of like, someone's son in my fifth house. We could work on it. Because I got my fifth house is kind of nice. So, I figure, if I could help it out a little bit with my nice aspects and your nice aspects, we could do this fifth house thing. Also playing games together. You guys may really love playing games. But, hey, that some person is coming in. I got blue. You're going to have red. You sit over here, this is what we're going to do. What I'm saying? Not as deep as Mars, not as bossy as Mars, but it's still, how about this? Because I always say that. It's not that, it's like Mars has to take the control, really push it aggressively, where the sun just subtly commands it. You kind of just don't, So when you sit, it's kind of like, sun, what's your favorite color? Blue. Oh, okay. And where we're going to sit? You're going to sit over there. I'm going to sit here. That's how we're going to do it. So remember, the sun just automatically has that natural authority there. Their pride, through the pride. Because you see somebody that's proud about something, you feel confident in what they're going to do. You see someone's confident about something, you feel pride about what they're going to do. You feel like, oh, okay, this person's confident. They can do it. They can be, efficient in this. So you want to exude that. If your sun is in someone's fifth house, that's what turns them on. That's what's going to get you the date. All right, that confidence level. So if you're curious about where someone's sun is going to be in your chart, make sure you get your birth chart calculated. Find out what time, get your birth chart calculated, and look at it. See what's going on. Match up the houses like I mentioned earlier. And if you want to go deeper and get more of an interpretation, hit me up at AstroDeeStars5 on Instagram, or go to my website, www.astrodeestars.com, and set up a reading with me. And I could look at you and your partner's chart, or I could just look at your chart and see where your relationship situation is, and actually where you would want a partner's planets. Okay? So I hope you enjoyed. Please like, share, and subscribe to this channel, and tell me, leave in the comments below, do you have somebody whose sun was in your fifth house? What was that experience? What happened? I talk back, because I love these stories. Have a great day, everybody.